somebody got to the corpse before we did. We can still reconfigure. Track this Yahoo down.
It's too late for that. It's time to clean up.
But what about the Dutchman?
No loose ends, Barrett.
I'll make the call.
Malik, get out of sight, now.
Why? What's going on?
They're here. The mercs who killed Megan and her team.
Fuck!
I'm going in.
Orders are orders. Besides, we're about to pull out anyway. Just waiting on... Go! Steps. Ready! It's in trouble! Hostile on the... I'll get you.
Richard, patch me to SARIF. We may have a problem here.
Wonderful. Adam, talk to me.
This factory, where the hacker's signal originated, it's got FEMA signs all over it. I think it's some kind of internment camp.
FEMA? That's impossible. Half of our contracts are government issue.
I know, but the soldiers who attacked us are here, and from the looks of it, they've got access to some pretty impressive equipment.
I better make some calls. Find out who's giving the orders and get back to me.
Yeah, and I'm not waiting for that ring knocker to get back here with a forklift. Trust me, my way is faster. See? Cover me! Moving to attack! Run! You running? I saw you! Oscar Mike! Where saw you? I need cover! He's dead! On the ground! End of the line! Ah! Hostile on the run! Where are you going? Stop running! I'll search over there. I saw you!
Access granted.
disturbance.
Sounds like nothing yet. He's around here somewhere. Keep looking. Someone must be there. Someone's shooting!
Looks clean. Keep a close watch. I don't like what's going on.
Jensen, that frequency we tracked just got a burst of activity. I think these guys might be pulling out.
Yeah, I've kind of been getting that feeling. Any idea who's running the show?
They're using some kind of code. But from what I can gather, the guy giving the orders is still a level below you.
Nice job, Pritchard. I'll find him.
looky here. We got us a Boy Scout.
He must be the one who mucked up my operation at the morgue.
Get rid of him, Barrett.
Oh, that's gonna be a pleasure.
Access granted.
Don't die on me yet. This Boy Scout's got a few questions to ask. Your leader, the one who called you Barrett. Who is he? Why is FEMA sending you after SARIF Industries?
FEMA? You think FEMA gives a rat's ass about some rinky-dink biotech corporation's company secrets? You got worse enemies than FEMA.
Yeah? Like who? Who?
Get to Shanghai. HENGSHA Court Gardens. Penthouse. Tell him... Tell him... Tell him Barrett sent you straight to hell!
Jensen, what's going on down there? Those soldiers just sixed out like you wouldn't believe.
They see you?
No, I was flying dark in case it got hot. You all right?
I'm fine. Patch me to SARIF.
I'm getting you out of here first. Get to the LZ. I'll pick you up there.
Access granted.
You ready to get out of here, Jensen?
Yeah, take us back to SARIF Industries.
None too soon, if you ask me. Strap in and hold on.
Jensen, I need to speak with you. Meet me in your office right away.
I'd love to, Francis, but I have to debrief SARIF first.
I suppose you could, or you could hear what I have to say and see if that doesn't change things. Pritchard out.
We need everyone on high alert. It's not only the pro-augs who might want to get attacked.
A secret prison camp hidden in Highland Park? You gotta be kidding me. That's your friend talking to David about it. Oh, and feelings.
Excuse me.
Mr. Jensen, isn't it?
Sir, you have that charity dinner?
In a moment, Isaiah. I was hoping I might run into you, Mr. Jensen. Bill Taggart.
The founder of the Humanity Front. I know who you are.
Yes. Yes, I imagine you do. As David Sarris' top security man, I imagine you have quite the file on me. But I assure you, Mr. Jensen, I am devastated by recent events.
Really?
I do not support what you and your company are doing to mankind. I believe it's extremely dangerous. But abolishing human enhancement technologies will only be achieved through legal means.
I'll keep that in mind.
This is your first day back since the accident 6 months ago, isn't it?
Sir, we have to go.
What happened to me was no accident.
Ah, my mistake. But it must have been stressful facing down a second incident so soon. I imagine it brought back all kinds of unpleasant memories.
I appreciate your concern, Mr. Taggart, but it was nothing I couldn't handle.
I'm a psychologist, Mr. Jensen. I know when a man is hiding behind words. The flesh may heal, but the mind is not always so resilient. You might want to keep that in mind. Now, if you'll be so kind as to excuse me.
I'm curious about something, Mr. Taggart. What is it you hope to accomplish by coming here tonight?
I would think that would be obvious. Your company has been viciously targeted. The violence and bloodshed that's occurred, it must be stopped. But I'm afraid it won't be until men of wisdom and understanding come to an agreement.
About what?
About the future, Mr. Jensen. This enhancement technology threatens to change the course of human evolution, to redefine what it even means to be human. You think governments can afford to let that go unregulated?
You can't stop progress, Mr. Taggart.
Perhaps not. But neither can we afford to sit by and watch it happen on its own. Not when we have the ability, the collective will, and foresight to influence it.
I see. Thank you for illuminating me.
Anytime.
Athena, you've been at this company a long time.
I hope that's not a comment about my age, Adam.
Never. I just know you've been here since the beginning. You know the boss.
David is David, Adam. Always has been. He believes in what we're doing here, and it gives him conviction. It also makes him rub some people the wrong way.
You think there's something personal in this?
It's all personal to him. These attacks, the loss of his people, they hurt him, Adam, as much as any damage done to this company.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
No, you shouldn't have. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy.
Here, this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to HENGSHA Island without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay.
I know that, Adam. Frank was monitoring the whole thing. So I also know that before he died, that man gave you an address in China. I want you to check it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Adam. There's a reason this company's under attack. You think it has to do with the typhoon or with some other top-secret military project that I haven't told you about?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. The work Megan's team was doing before they were killed, it was redefining what it means to be human. This company, SARIF Industries, was about to lead mankind to its next stage in human development. Self-controlled evolution. Can't you see how scary that can be to some people?
Sure. I also see how lucrative it can be for some others.
It's never been about money for me, Adam. But you're right. There are people out there who don't exactly feel the same.
Like who?
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that answer for us in China. So get going. Farida's prepping the chopper.
Where the hell are you, Jensen? I haven't got all night.
I told you, I had to brief SARIF first.
I see. I guess I never realized how much of a brown-noser you were.
I'm not a brown-noser, Francis. I just enjoy keeping you on edge.
10 minutes, Jensen. Make it snappy.
station is just down the block. I'll be fine.
I will not be accompanying Mr. Taggart to the charity dinner tonight. I must head to Utah.
Hey, Jensen. The boss said you were on your way. You seen Pritchard yet? Because he's been a pain in my ass making sure we don't leave until he talks to you.
Yeah, I guess I should, shouldn't I?
We all have our burdens to bear, Jensen. We'll leave as soon as you've dealt with yours. I can't believe it, Jensen. An internment camp smack dab in the middle of Detroit. Shit. You know, people have been talking about these kind of things ever since I was a kid. But to actually find
Retired billionaire Hugh Darrow was spotted leaving an upscale hotel in Providence.
The guy's my hero all of a sudden, but there was just something about Taggart that
What do you want?
As much as I hate to admit it, I need your help. That signal you shut down in DRB territory. It's been active for almost a year.
You're telling me someone outside this company has had access to our network since before the first attack?
I've detected intrusions before and shut them down swiftly every time. But whoever designed this particular algorithm is good. Very good.
You've told SARIF?
See, here's the thing. The intrusions were possible because of a backdoor access into our security system that I never even knew existed.
The one Sanders' team used to get inside our plant.
I've worked here for 7 years, Jensen, and this is the first time I've seen that particular access route. David SARIF created it specifically to bypass the firewall. He's hiding something, and I think you should find out what it is.
Why me?
Because, as far as I can tell, SARIF created that access and was streaming a lot of data through it shortly after your ex-girlfriend suggested he hire you.
Hey, Jensen. You're back. You're gonna love HENGSHA.
You've been there?
Used to live there. I spent 3, maybe 4 years working in the upper city, and most of my nights having fun in the lower one. You ready to go?
I thought I was. How long is this gonna take, Malik?
You mean the flight or the fun afterward? Don't worry, we'll be there before you know it. Climb in. Jensen, you might want to get ready. The jewel of the Yangtze approaches.
Son of a bitch. I'm supposed to find answers in that.
Hey, twice the scum and half the space. Hang on, we're going in. The address you got off that Merc, HENGSHA Court Gardens. It's a bit of a walk from here in the Yuzhou district, but I figured it might be best not to drop you too close.
In case Barrett only gave up the address knowing I'd walk into another trap.
It's the kind of thing I'd do to an enemy. You want my advice? Just find out who lives there and get out.
Have you seen Ning lately? Not since last week.
Oh no, don't tell me I left my purse in there with May.
I told you! I am not getting augment! Not for this!
Our customers would pay much for the services of an augmented girl. You can make May. You have a customer.
HENGSHA, in case any of you are thinking about bringing your families over there for Christmas vacation. I know most of you have never been there, so let me try to describe it to you. Picture this beautiful, technological world.
Hello?
请不要伤害我。
Jensen, you lost or something? Didn't think it would take this long to check out one apartment.
I took a detour. Tell me something, Malik. You think a smart card with a Tai Young Medical logo on it will come in handy in this town?
TYM, the global leader in augmentation technology. They put up almost half the cash to build this city, so maybe. Why are you asking?
No reason. Just thinking ahead.
你可真性感，我爱死你了。
有，你每次看上去都这么说，但是呢，你就是
你也爱我。
只要你给我钱，我就会永远爱你。 到这儿来，帅哥。
Access granted. Access granted.
Can't you give me a little discount this time?
Sorry, but for the service you want.
You want best in the city? You come to right place. Look on computer and see for yourself. Thank you. Come again. I got what you need. Thank you. Come again.
You know, there's an amazing view of the cityscape on the rooftop that's just underneath the hangar. If you're nice enough, maybe I'll put you there.
You know, I'm not really sure how I feel about this whole city on fire.
What are you looking for, Lao Wei?
Hey.
Hello, it's me. Bell Tower's got the whole apartment complex locked down. Nobody knows why.
I need to get something in my apartment.
Sorry, pal. No one's allowed in right now.
I need to get something in my apartment. I don't care what...
Bell Tower is conducting an investigation in this building, sir. No admittance.
Malik, you might have been right about that trap. HENGSHA Court Gardens is under lockdown by Bell Tower Associates.
Bell Tower? They're the police in Lower HENGSHA, Jensen. They're under contract with the Chinese government. You think the Chinese...
I won't know anything until I get inside that penthouse.
Gotta get closer! This isn't good! Surround him! Come out! What are you doing here? He's on the run!
I knew someone was here.
I'm coming to get you. This isn't a game. I'm gonna find you.
Access granted.
Get word to Pritchard, Malik. The hacker who's been attacking us goes by the handle Windmill. Real name's Arie van Bruggen. Bell Tower's been brought in to arrest him.
Arrest or get rid of?
Either way, he found out someone was gunning for him and took off. We need to find him.
There's a nightclub near where I dropped you called the Hive. It's notorious in black market circles. If this Dutchman is running, his first stop will be there.
I'll have a chat with the owner.
Jensen, figured you might want a heads up before you stroll into the Hive. The owner's name is Tong Si Hung, Tong being his last name. Rumor is, he's tied to the Triads.
China's organized crime lords. How wonderful. Anyone else want a piece of this pie?
buddy less never pays to get into the Hive.
Does he know one of the bouncers?
Somebody told us that the Hive is the place to go around here.
Yes, many business people from Upper HENGSHA go there. Where are you traveling?
Man, it's getting chilly out here. Finish that 6 so we can go back inside.